AIB's Lisa Haynes has more on why Dr. Rice says such an initiative is dear to her heart.
1, 2, 1, 2, check, check.
It's an initiative to help with education at the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. And former Secretary of State, Dr. Condoleezza Rice, came to the organization's national headquarters in Atlanta to take part. The organization announced a collaboration on an educational enrichment pilot program, which calls for the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Atlanta to partner with the Superintendent of Atlanta Public Schools and the Woodruff Arts Center. Now that she's no longer Secretary of State, Dr. Rice says she's decided to return to her roots as an educator.
That's why I am so excited to be here with the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. This club, this set of clubs, these great local institutions are places where children go for protected space, not just to be protected, but to perfect themselves, to become better than they ever would have been without that space and without those programs. And in talking to Roxanne and to Rick and to other members of the board and learning about the Boys and Girls Club's interest in deepening their role in education, I thought, well, what a great fit, because there's nothing more important to our country and to the world than that we speak to that great national yearning to come from humble circumstances and do great things. I have nothing but the greatest respect for those who toil in education on behalf of our kids.
During the announcement, 4 new statues with an education theme were revealed in front of the headquarters. Roxanne Spillett, president and CEO of the organization, says it's part of an idea that started back with Hayes Clark. He's the former board member who purchased the building on Peachtree for the organization.
His idea was that we would create, in front of this beautiful building that is our home, a sculpture garden of kids playing, of kids laughing, of kids being kids. And he said he wanted everybody that walked by our building, anybody that drove by in this busy commercial area, to be reminded that no matter what we do in life, the most important thing is how we bring up our children. And that was Hayes' wish.
Dr. Rice says she believes education is very important.
And that idea is that it doesn't matter where you came from, it matters where you're going. That idea is that you can come from humble circumstances and you can do great things. And as I thought about what I might want to do when I left the great privilege of having been Secretary of State, I came back in a sense to my roots, and that is as an educator. Because after all, I was provost of Stanford, but I was also fortunate to be the daughter of educators.
The initiative will help support young people who are struggling in the traditional educational system. Lisa Haynes, AIB News.